I'm pleased today to be recording a special video for the local middle school career fair at Mary Ellen Henderson Middle School. This year, the career fair is virtual, of course, due to the pandemic. I've been honored and privileged to present in person several times over the last decade at the career fair. But now that it is virtual, it actually gives us the opportunity to do some different and unique things, and to record this for my podcast, Tricks of the Trademark, and for my video channel at erikpelton.com. And it's a nice opportunity to tell you about my background and what I enjoy about being a trademark lawyer. So I'm a trademark attorney. My name is Erik Pelton. I've been doing this for about 21 years. I am the founder and owner of Erik M. Pelton and Associates law firm. We currently have 2 associate attorneys and 1 office manager. I got into this job really without a lot of direction at the time, believe it or not. It's amazing because I've been doing it now for so long and I love it. And I feel like I found my right calling. But at the time, I graduated college. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. I went to law school because I wanted to keep learning and discussing and analyzing, and got a great education in law school, and still wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do. And I wound up applying for a job at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, a federal agency that's part of the Department of Commerce. And my job there was as an examiner reviewing trademark applications. And I really enjoyed it, and I loved the subject matter. So I worked there for about 2 years, and then I started my own law firm 21 years ago. Now, what is a trademark attorney? A trademark attorney helps companies protect their brands. Trademarks are brand names, logos, and things like that. So think of all your favorite brand names today, like Amazon or Uber or Apple, and their logos. Those are all trademarks that are protected with registration at the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. Sometimes there are disputes over people using them without permission or starting another business that maybe uses a brand name that's too similar. So we also get involved in those type of things as well. Important tools for my job today and skills. If I had to boil it down to just a few things, it would be communications, analysis, and marketing. The marketing is important. Things like making videos and podcasts, because without marketing, we don't get new clients. And without new clients, we don't have new revenue and we can't help people. But then when we're helping people, communications is valuable both within our team and to communicate with the clients and to communicate and submit arguments and analysis with the government or with opposing counsel in a dispute. What does an average day look like for me? There really is no average day for me, which is part of what makes it fun and exciting for me, because we are dealing with so many different issues on any given day. But an average day involves filing things online, writing things, communicating with clients, and working with the others on my team. Those are some of the things that go into every day. What's the best part of my job? One of the best parts of my job for sure is that I get to work with so many different types of businesses, and many of them are small businesses. So I get to learn about software companies and real estate companies and financial companies and apparel and fashion companies. I get to learn a little bit about all of their businesses as I do the work with them. And that keeps it different and exciting every day. And a real part of the joy is getting to work with local small businesses in our community that I get to interact with as customer or friends with all the time. So those are even more interesting and special clients that we get to deal with. The hardest part of my job is juggling all of these things. Being a lawyer, but also being the owner of a business means I'm in charge of the finance department, the HR department, the marketing department, all the departments. That's the challenge, is juggling all of those things and proportioning my time appropriately. What are my long-term career goals? Well, over time, we've developed a set of firm values, and really our overarching value is to help people protect their trademarks, but to do it in a friendly way with great service and at an efficient and reasonable price. So that's kind of always been our mantra, and that carries us through. But now that we've been established and successful and around for so long, we're also thinking of ways to how can we impact the future of business and branding? How can we impact the future of how people interact with lawyers or how law firms operate and all of those things, and leaving the world of trademarks a better place than we found it. In terms of advice for those looking at possible careers and how to find one that they might be interested in, what I can do is share what I did when I was in high school and college and law school. And what I did was I just tried and I tried again. I had dozens of part-time jobs or internships of all different varieties. And some of them were great and some of them were not great. But even the not great ones were really valuable because they helped me figure out what wasn't a good fit for me, whether it was the type of the business or the type of the work or the type of the people that it was surrounded by. Learning which experiences are not great experiences also provides a tremendous value to help you find eventually the right career, the right experience. And thankfully, I found something that I'm passionate about and that I really enjoy, because then it really is less like work, so to speak, and more like pleasure and experience every day helping people. So I've gone on for more time than they asked me to, but I just want to share a couple of trademark tidbits before we wrap up the video about the power of brands and the power of trademarks as examples. So usually if we were in person in the gym or the cafeteria at the school, I would be sharing some trademark artifacts and samples so the students could see the kinds of things that we're talking about. And some of the favorites are the Coca-Cola bottle. I assume you knew the second I put this image up that it was a Coca-Cola bottle, because it is a iconic, well-known shape. And without even seeing any words or logo, most people would know that that is a Coke bottle. That's the power of branding, and that's the power of trademarks, because trademarks, believe it or not, are not just words and logos, but they can be other things like shapes and smells and sounds, like the NBC chimes, or even colors. Like UPS has registered the color brown that they use on their trucks and their uniforms. They've registered that shade of brown for delivery package services. So I get to work on all of those things for much smaller companies, but all the time. And that's really what makes it exciting. And I'll leave you with, some of you have probably seen this before. And I remember talking to a class of kindergartners many years ago and showing them this logo and how excited they were when I told them that many of them may not have noticed that between the E and the X, there is a essentially hidden arrow formed by the negative space between the E and the X. And it's so subtle, but it's so powerful because it's communicating the motion, the movement, the delivery that's done by FedEx. And the logo is so simple and understated, but it's so great and powerful as a result. Another fun logo is the Amazon logo with the curved arrow that actually looks like a smiley face, perhaps. And it also is a subtle nod because the arrow goes from A to Z in the word Amazon and conveys the message that they deliver and sell all types of items from A to Z. So that's some of the power of branding and brand names and logos that I find tremendously exciting and fun, and that makes my job as a trademark attorney extra enjoyable. I hope you've enjoyed our presentation, and good luck with the rest of your career fair.